If you are trying to get the most out of your blood sugar management, you need to stick to exercise as a primary modality to do exactly this. So this is some really cool stuff here. Make sure to watch this all the way to the end because exercise can literally change the game. It's almost like taking a blood sugar medication, right? So exercise can help with blood sugar levels in two different ways. The first way we look at is with cardiovascular exercise or cardio. So what cardio does is that it can burn calories or burn energy in the immediate term. So if you go out for a run, you will burn energy, usually either a little bit of glycogen or just sugar in your bloodstream. So if you're thinking about someone or maybe yourself, and you're like, I really need to lower my blood sugar right now, guess what? Go for a run. You will literally take pretty much all of the sugar that is in your bloodstream and that will be utilized towards exercise. So that's getting burned off, that's getting used as energy. This can help to lower blood sugar incredibly fast if you do have a very large spike. And even just something like a 10-minute walk can actually monitor and manage your blood sugar pretty well. There's a lot of studies on this, how just a 10-minute walk after a meal can actually help to monitor and lower your blood sugar just as much as if you took metformin. And if you aren't familiar, metformin is a pill that is often given to individuals who have diabetes to help monitor and manage their blood sugar. So if you are doing cardiovascular exercise though, to lower your blood sugar, I do want to give a warning though. Individuals with diabetes should monitor this because sometimes you can go on the complete flip opposite side of this and do too much exercise, which will lead you to being hypoglycemic or having a low blood sugar, which has a whole host of issues associated with it as well. So this is definitely something where you'll have to listen to your body. You might even need to, when you are doing this, make sure that you have a blood sugar monitoring thing, maybe a continuous glucose monitor on you, or just doing a blood prick before you work out to actually see how much your blood sugar levels actually are, because that's going to make a huge difference in the long run. On top of that, doing weight training is incredibly potent at helping to manage your overall blood sugar levels. Now, this is really cool stuff, and just another reason that people you need to start resistance training if you aren't today. So just another reason. But when you build muscle, and it doesn't have to be a lot of muscle, but when you build muscle beyond your baseline, beyond what you have if you're just sitting and doing nothing most of the day, if you build a little bit of muscle through resistance training, your body becomes more insulin sensitive. And that is a wonderful thing. If we think about becoming insulin sensitive, this essentially means that your body needs less insulin produced and secreted by the pancreas to actually lower your blood sugar. So your pancreas does not have to work as hard. So if we think about the complete opposite of that side, insulin resistance is when your pancreas cannot produce enough insulin to actually lower your blood sugar. Your body becomes resistant to it. So we're trying to do the complete opposite here. Resistance training can build more insulin sensitivity, and it does this by building muscle. And that muscle actually soaks up the glucose like a sponge. So a lot of times when you build some good muscle, your insulin doesn't have to work as hard, as in basically you're not needing to secrete as much to lower your blood sugar, because that muscle is basically taking it and saying, thanks for that energy. I'm taking this, we're good to go, which is really awesome. And the other really awesome thing about this is that that muscle works 24/7 to do this. So when you're sleeping, when you're sitting and doing nothing, of course when you're working out and actually using the muscle, but even if you're just sitting and watching some Netflix on TV, your body is still, your muscle is still soaking up that energy. And this is, of course, assuming that you do consistently practice resistance training through your entire life. You can't just work out for a little bit and build some muscle and be like, oh, that's good to go, it's going to last forever. No, you need to be consistent with this. Having muscle mass consistently on your body will lead to the most potent long-term benefits when it comes to improving your overall blood glucose regulation. So cardio and weights together, one of the best forms of holistic medicine that you can be implementing to hopefully reduce the amount of blood sugar fluctuations in your overall day. So go ahead and give this video a like so far if that provided some value from you, and if you learned something new about that. I think the weight training thing is really, really cool.